Hello, my name is Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing my TBR for the Magical Readathon hosted by the lovely G over at Book Roast. Now, I did not participate in the springtime readathon for this because I did not know what was happening. I did this readathon a couple times when it was the Harry Potter readathon, but now it has been changed and upgraded. And I just forgot to check up on to see what was happening. So here we are, Magical Readathon, the Autumn Equinox edition. So I've decided that the profession that I want to chase is a moon warden. Profession? Do we call it a profession? This profession, for a couple reasons. One, who doesn't want to be a moon warden? Number two, there's only 6 books, and I only read about 4 to 6 novels a month now, so it's a good start. Alright, so for this prompt, I'm going to need an O in Elemental Studies, a Q in Astronomy, a Q in Restoration, and an O in Spells and Incantations. However, we're going to start with the Incantations and work our way backwards a little bit, because the prompt for O in Spell and Incantations is the random color generator. So I'm going to pop up my generator right here, and we're gonna see what the cards deal us. Okay, here we go. Nope, not yellow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, yes, we're definitely going with green. Fantastic. I can work with green. For this one, we're going to do the next book in A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which is A Court of Mist and Fury. The audiobook for this should be coming in very soon for me, and I also have the physical book, which is my preferred method of reading, is to go back and forth between the audio and the physical book. Okay, that makes my job much easier. We can work with that. So we'll just keep working our way backwards from here. The next one is a Q in Restoration. So this one is a single object with a focus on the cover. And I've decided to pick Lore for this one by Alexandra Bracken. I have heard that this is Hunger Games meets Greek mythology. I've also heard that there is a game, like a setting up of a game element to this. I don't even know the right wording and phrasing of that. I really don't know anything about this. I've never read anything by Alexandra Bracken. I have not heard really anything about it other than when it first came out. Everybody was really excited about it, and then it kind of just disappeared. And then I found it at a secondhand bookshop, and I was like, this is mine. We're going to try this. So that is the book for that prompt. And then the next prompt following that one is the oldest book on your TBR. And we're going to skip that one too because I don't know the answer to that one yet. Moving up our line, we need a Q in Astronomy. Prompt number 1 is a book that has the letter L in the title. So for this one, I'm going to pick The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. Right here. I have been wanting to read The Last Song for the last 3 summers. It is a book I'm only in the mood to read in the summer, and this summer I am prioritizing reading this book. So here we go. The Last Song. I have tried to listen to the audiobook a couple times, and I don't like the narrator. So it's gonna need to be an all physically read unless I get deep enough in that I'm like, okay, whatever, I can listen to the audiobook. But I doubt it. I think this is one I'm gonna have to physically read. And I also, this song, one of the main characters is a musician, and she talks quite a bit about classical music. So I'm going to make myself a playlist, and every time she mentions a piece of classical music, I'm going to add it to that playlist, and I'm going to listen to that playlist while I'm reading this book. That sounds super hygge, super cozy. That's the plan for that one. The next prompt for Astronomy is a book with archers in it. Now this one I'm going to bend the prompt pretty significantly on. I'm not really in the mood to pick up Robin Hobb or anything like that I know for sure is going to have archers in it. However, I did do a little bit of research, and Throne of Glass has a character named Archer in the second book. I'm not ready to read the second book yet. However, I'm ready to read the first book. So the first book is going to be Throne of Glass. I have heard mixed things about the Throne of Glass. I've heard that Sarah J. Maas's writing gets better as you go along, and that it's very hard if you've started with A Court of Thorns and Roses to kind of go back. I've also heard people say that Throne of Glass is a really great series. So I'm curious to know which way my opinion lies either way on that one. Our second to last book is O in Elemental Studies, and this is a great prompt because it's an easy one, is to start a book with a drink. So I will be picking up Gallant by V.E. Schwab, and conveniently enough, this is also the book that my book club is reading this month. 2 birds with 1 stone with that one. And the drink that I will be drinking when I start this book will be cranberry juice, because cranberry juice I feel like matches the aesthetic of this. Alright, now back to the prompt that I skipped and I'm trying to avoid. The book that has been on your TBR the longest. I honestly do not know what the actual book for this is. I moved out and got married and promptly bought like a ton of books secondhand. And so most of my classics, which you can't see from this angle right here, I have not read yet. So the thing is, I'm not in the mood to pick any of those up. So we're gonna go with the book that has been on my TBR for a while, that I am in the mood to read, so that way I don't hate reading. That's the problem with readathons, is I try to stick to the prompt too hard, and because I'm a mood reader, it just doesn't work. So we will be going with Martin Chuzzlewit by Charles Dickens, or Don Quixote by Cervantes. I know Don Quixote has been sitting on my shelf unread for at least 6 years, and Martin Chuzzlewit has been there for 18 months. So technically Don Quixote has been there longer. Is it the longest book on my TBR? No, but I don't know what that is. It's probably a children's book that I brought with me from my mom's house when I moved, but I'm not in the mood for that. But that would be like Junie B. Jones or something, because I kept all of those books for my daughter when she gets older. So Martin Chuzzlewit, Don Quixote, whichever one of these classic novels I feel more in the mood to read, that's going to be what finishes up this prompt. Now, did I pick massively long books to add to this reading list and pile? Yes, I did. Was that a terrible idea? Yes, it was. But I give myself 100% full permission to DNF any of these books and still count that I have finished the prompt. I'm not going to make myself read something that I am in the middle of hating and that I don't love. So there we have it. We have 6 books. We have 31 days. Well, less so because I'm publishing this later. But here we go! I'll talk with you all in the comments down below and in another video. Bye, guys!